Hello, hello. Hi, Dina. How are you? You're the only one I can actually see right now. I just stepped away for a second, though. How is everybody tonight? I'm excited to be here. How was everybody's weekend? How was everyone's weekend? I am super excited to learn about Spider Woman tonight. The funny thing is if you guys remember, we've had quite a lot of talk about spiders lately. They've been kind of showing up in all of our lives lately, which is pretty cool. Hi, Nikki. I know, it seems like it has been forever too. I never make yours live. I mean, it's very rare I do, but I do sometimes make yours live. That's why the replays are good though, because then you can watch them at your leisure. You know, can't talk tonight. Life is the altar. Things happen. Things get in the way. That's why I'm so happy that everything kind of stays recorded now here on the YouTube. So I did something a little different tonight, guys. I kind of took things into my own hand when it came to the ritual and spells. Because as I was going through, we are on doc. Here, let me just start. Welcome. And excited to have you all here tonight for our Dark Goddess number 11, Spider Woman. She's very intriguing to me. But what I was saying was I took it in my own hands to come up with a different ritual, because the ones in here I really wasn't resonating with to do with everyone. I think some of these things we can do on our own time, which I know we can. So I kind of came up with my own, which I think is very beautiful. So I did send that to everybody so you guys would know what to bring. And before we cast our circle and stuff, I will let everybody know, just in case you didn't see what you would need if you wanted to follow along. Remember, you do not need tools. You are the tool. And I'm kind of like your conduit. You know what I mean? You can work through me. When I cast a circle, it's for all of us. When we do the ritual, you can work through me. Did the screen go black for everyone? YouTube has been messing with me lately. And I don't have a phone call or anything. Yeah. So the ritual that I came up with for us was, because we don't have to go by the book. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I try to teach everybody is magic. You don't have to go by the book. So weaving light, a ritual for the Spider Woman to weave our energy. I don't have a black screen. Is yours black? Maybe go out and come back. What you're going to need if you want to follow along, you can use one or more of these items, or simply, like I said, just visualize them through my ritual. A candle or a tea light, a piece of string or a yarn, or a ribbon. I even use like a piece of ribbon like this. A bowl or cup of water, a small object that feels meaningful, like crystal, stone, coin, or some type of keepsake. Could even be a piece of jewelry. Yay, I'm glad you're back. And we'll do that at the end after we journey and stuff, because that will be the last thing that we do. But I just want to talk about it because I'm excited about it. So let's start by cleansing our space. Thank you for the hearts. Cleansing our space. And if you have a Dark Goddess candle, let's go ahead and light it. Mine's actually, I have a bunch of them. This one's pink, but it is our Dark Goddess blend. Oh, it smells so wonderful. One of my favorite scents. When I asked her if she could do the neroli and the black orchid together, and she said yes, I was like, oh, it came out so perfect. Let me turn this up a little bit because I really like this. All right. Let's get started. Oh, let's cast our circle. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I almost forgot to cast our circle. And at the end, we can even talk a little bit about our spider interactions that we've had. It makes me wonder if it was her kind of coming through knowing we were working our way to her. You know what I mean? Okay, nice deep breath in. And release. It's really nice. I have such a beautiful, warm, kind of like if you were to feel energy right now, because I was doing some things in here before I started. You know me, when I get my energy moving, it just, you can really feel the energy in here right now, and it just feels so wonderful. Another thing I'm going to do is just smudge our space real quick. If you have your own, feel free to light your sage right now. Again, getting rid of any negative energies. Take another deep breath in. And breathe out all those negative energies, any bad feelings, grounding yourself. Do we have perfume blend? That is the same. Wait, what? I think it was just me. I'm back now. Do we have a perfume blend that is the same? Or should I say, are you making one? For what? A perfume blend for what? Oh, for these ones like I did before. I know I kind of stopped doing that. I had all these plans to make a bunch of them, and I did kind of stop making them, which I have everything but the bottles to do it. I think that's why I stopped, because I was waiting for the bottles. Oh, I'll do that. I can do that. I love you. What a great idea. I'll definitely, I didn't even think about that. Well, no, yeah. No, because mine wasn't neroli and black orchid, because I didn't have black orchid. I had the blend that I made was neroli. I think it was a white orchid and something else for the dark goddess. It was the Hecate blend, but it was not the dark. So yeah, that's a good idea. For that would cover all the goddesses, and I really like that. We could anoint our wrists with the sigils, if we have any sigils. Hold on one second. This is a little wild. It's gonna be like, what are you doing up there, Georgia? Okay, are we ready to begin? I'm excited to be here. Can you tell? Okay, now that we have casted our circle, smudged our space, let's get to reading. Spider Woman, the Weaver of Fate. The great goddess, weaver of fate, wise woman, great teacher, spider grandmother. Now, before we begin, I'd like to ask any of you that are here, have any of you worked with her before or even heard of her? Yes. Yeah, I'll get working on that this week, because I've been trying to, we won't talk about this here, but you should see the things that I'm creating, you guys. Okay, anyway, we'll get to that another time. Oh, that's so funny. All right, shiny ball. But no, have any of you worked with her that are here tonight? As for me, this is the first time I've ever heard of her within reading this book. So I'm super excited to see what she has to offer, and within journeying with her, see, you know, what message she has to bring. Oh, Dina. No, I haven't either. And that's why I'm super excited about this one. All right, let's get going here. Spider Woman is the indigenous North American creatrix goddess of the universe, who spins the threads of destiny for all beings. Hi, Cherry. How are you? I didn't even know you were here, darling. As the great spinner of the fabric of life, she has many names, including the Weaver of Fate, the Great Teacher, Spider Grandmother, and the Great Goddess. She is also connected to the dream realm as the Weaver of Dreams. She weaves the fabric of fate merging the known with the unseen. Her story of creation extends to many tribes. I really resonate with anything Native American or indigenous. In my bloodline, we do have American Indian. I have to look or maybe even get one of the tests to see, you know, what the percentage is. But I've always resonated deeply when I feel for certain songs or anything that has to do with that. It really like is deep within. Does that make sense? Don't know why I didn't. Blah. Never mind. Forget that. Tongue-tied. Spider Woman is the embodiment of the earth and a goddess of protection for the natural world and her children. Together with the sun god, she was the creatrix of the world and all beings who dwell in it. On her loom of fate, she weaves each soul a destiny to carry on their path into the living world. She has been called the good spirit among tribes and acted as their guides in all things. She taught the people how to spin and weave, thus creating blankets and clothing that would protect them against the deadly cold of the winter and aiding in their survival. It is believed that with her web of protection, she traps those who would be her followers. She traps those who would do her followers harm. Spider Grandmother brings us the medicine of honoring our path. She ties us to our destiny and our dreams, and she reminds us that our fate is a thread we must unravel for ourselves. This can be a lonely prospect at times, but Spider Woman grants us the strength to move forward, knowing we can cut the threads that bind us. Spider Grandmother offers warning to those who would imitate the path of another or try to steal their destiny. There are great cost for these offenses. She reminds us our greatest power lies in our own path, not in that of another. I resonate, but I don't have anything in my bloodline in this lifetime. I have to imagine I had some in a previous lifetime. I haven't seen it yet. I believe if you resonate and feel with it deeply, you most likely did. Because I know that within the one time, I don't know how many of you I've ever told that story to, but when I had COVID and I was very, very sick, I quarantined myself to the one room and I was sweating so bad and I'm like, I'm dying, this is terrible. And I heard a like woman singing the indigenous music and the drums and everything. It was like a deep, beautiful singing, and then the drums and everything about it just brought me to somewhere where I kind of just fell back and I just started weeping because I saw myself like in another life, but I couldn't see my face. I could only see me from behind. And I was walking with a horse in a pasture, and I had just come from war, and I was heartbroken and so sad that I couldn't save my family. Isn't that terrible? So then I realized that that was something that I carried with me from like past lives, this sadness, like I needed to fix. And, you know, I walked not being able to, I just went down a rabbit hole and we're not even talking about that, but it was a very powerful moment, and it really showed me that it basically validated the feelings that I have when it comes to this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But it was a crazy experience. It was a wild experience. Anyway, done with my rabbit hole. So if you are ready now, it was very beautiful. Sickest I've ever been too. And I had like long flowing hair from the back, feathers in my hair. You could see like the paint on me, almost like tattoos. Maybe they were tattoos. And I had almost like a bow and arrow in my arm or something, carrying it. But I was walking in sadness with my horse through the field. It was wild. Okay, so if you're ready now. No, I know. But you know what it did is it actually healed me deep within in a certain part of my life where I carried sadness. Do you know what I mean? Like when I figured out that that seeing that made so much sense to me, because I've always been a protector. I've always been afraid and tried to protect my son and protect my family and protect my husband. And then in realizing that's why I always felt like I could never succeed, because my past life, I didn't. They all died in a terrible war, basically. But in the whole thing is I was a powerful, like, I don't even know if you want to call it princess or whatever you call it, because I don't know what they're called in the Indian, but I was higher up and I wasn't supposed to be at war, but I went at war because I was angry and I wanted to save. Yeah, it was wild. It was a wild, wild story. So if you are ready, and you would like to, we're going to take a journey and we're going to go down and meet her. And here, if you're ready, we're going to invoke her. Okay. You guys get me. That's why we're all here together, and it works out so well, because we all get each other. Okay, so let's invoke Spider Woman. O Spider Grandmother, she who spins and weaves the threads of fate, guide me to my destiny. Lead me to the pathway that is meant for me, and open me to the opportunities that it brings. Grant me your wisdom when I am lost, and bless me with your guidance when needed. Help me to unravel the thread that is meant for me, and help me to flourish on my path. I am open to the blessings of the universe. Spider Woman weaves the threads of fate that encircle our lives. She can help us to unravel those threads and to embrace our paths as we follow where it leads us. So now I want you to lie down or sit up straight. Relax your body. Let's take a nice couple of deep centering breaths. Breathe in through the nose. Hold. Out through the mouth. Another breath in through the nose. Hold. Out through the mouth. Close your eyes. Relax your body. You find yourself in a dark place. The world around you is cast in shadow. You hear a faint noise in front of you somewhere in the distance, and you move towards it. You enter the cave of the Spider Woman. The great goddess is seated in her loom, which hums as her thread slips through her fingers. Starlight shines from the thread and glimmers brightly from the spools spread around her in piles. Welcome, my child. You have found me working on my loom of fate. Here I weave the threads of destiny for each soul, guiding them on their journey from birth to death, to being reborn once more in the stars. To honor one's path is to embrace the truth of all that they are. Here upon my loom, I see each soul for the truth that resonates within. Grandmother Spider motions to the threads that lie in her lap and those that are woven in front of her. The tapestry of life is not always smooth. The threads can become tangled and frayed. Not everything is as simple as one would hope, but the thread remains there, a cord guiding you to your fate. Would you like to pick up your thread of fate and feel it with your own fingers? To connect you with your path so that way you may embrace it more easily in the living world? When you're ready, nod and take the thread of offered to you by the goddess. Take this thread and follow it now. It may show you the way forward, or it may show you the way past. But it is your journey. Allow that it may be as you thought it would be. Allow that it may not be as you thought it would be. Pull the thread from the spool and move it through your fingers in a rhythmic pattern. As you move the thread, feel your deep connection to it. Resonate with that flows through your being. Notice a sense of confidence that settles upon you as you know within your soul that you are on the right path. Impressions or images come into your mind, giving you insight or guidance into the unseen and the unknown. Now take a few minutes to be here with the images that come to you. The Weaver Goddess nods. You are well on your path, my child. As you continue forward, honor the truth of all that you are. Root yourself in your medicine and follow your happiness. The thread that is woven within you will always be there to guide you. Step into your night. I want you to take Spider-Woman's guidance and messages with you. What did you see? What did she show you? What images floated around? Hey Missy, how are you? Really beautiful. Now the affirmation for Spider-Woman that you can take with you. I embrace my unique path. I move forward with ready steps toward the future that is meant for me. I untangle the mystery of my medicine and my purpose on this planet. I honor the truth that breathes within my soul. I'm glad you made it too. That was really pretty meditation. Now the matters associated with Spider-Woman: destiny and fate, connection to ancient wisdom, manifesting the unseen, dream magic, cutting ties, weaving intentions, earth medicine, and following our own fate. Now, the crystals you can use that are associated with her. That was really beautiful, wasn't it? I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Dina. Rutilated quartz, tourmalated quartz, and spiderweb jasper. I love it. Get it? Because the rutilated quartz is like a web inside, and the tourmalated quartz is kind of like a web inside. Thank you. Now the plants and oils you can use: reed, grasses, vines, and ancient trees. We already went over her archetype and her symbols: spider, thread, and loom. So here are some of the rituals that you can do with her that are in the book that you can do on your own time. Thank you, Terry. Like I said, kind of wrote my own for us to do tonight. But you can do a cutting of threads, which is like cutting cords. So if there's any situation, any person, like I said, it always doesn't have to be a person when it comes to cutting ties and cutting threads or anything like that. It can also be a situation too. So if there's any situations or any thoughts that keep going through your head that you can't stop, you can cut ties and stuff for that too. So for this, it's when we need to cut ties and bind us. Whether relationships, job situations, or wounds we need to release, this practice can help. It calls upon the weaver of fate, Spider Woman, to aid us in serving what no longer serves, or we need in our life. Then we also have a dream altar ritual, which I think looks really cool too. And that is, a Spider Woman is connected with the unseen. We can work with her to connect deeper with the mysteries of our dreams. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I was just told by her before you go to sleep, call on her. So when your eyes are closed and you're just in that spot when you're ready to drift off. Oh, I just got chills all over my body. Whisper her name. Wow, that was intense. It was like she was just right here and just whispered that to me. Whisper her name. Oh, that was pretty intense. And that has nothing to do with what I was just going to go over, so that was neat. That's never happened before during one of these. And another thing she's kind of showing me too is you don't have to call her by the Spider Woman. Whichever one feels right to you, is she's saying, what feels right to you. She goes by multiple different things here. The great goddess, weaver of fate, wise woman, great teacher, spider grandmother. So whichever one resonates with you and whoever you want to work with, whisper that when you're just in that realm of falling asleep. She can also protect you in your dreams, I'm hearing as well. Sorry, let me go back real quick. Yes, sleeping does so much, and it's like that's exactly what came. It's like she was right here. I could feel her face, like right. That was wild. Nice to talk about this dark goddess. I have her daddy long legs and jumper spiders everywhere with. And that's the thing we were talking about. Nikki and I were talking about. We have been for the past month talking about spiders. They've been everywhere. White spiders, just kind of showing up in weird spaces. And the white spiders are the really spiritual ones, which are very cool. And now I'm wondering if that was a sign from her. I almost kind of know it was. It was. Anyway, back to the dream altar ritual, which is where I was going with this. As Spider Woman is connected to the unseen, we can work with her to connect deeper with the mysteries of our dreams. This practice can help us to create a more conductive space for dreams and to and to invite clarity into the inquiries we have in the dream time. Choose the herb and stones that resonate with you, with what you wish to create. And then they have the Weaver of Fate intention weaving. This is intentions are powerful touchstones that connect us to our desires and what we wish to manifest in this world. The Weaver Goddess can help us with our manifestations and to weave our dreams into reality. And last but not least is the Spell of Deserving. The Spider Goddess is the Weaver of Fate for each being on the planet. She is also connected with giving out what is deserved, good or bad. Eventually, we will all get back what we give. We cannot outrun the Goddess of Fate. No, you can't. So that looks like a pretty cool one too. So now let's get ready before we close our sesh to do the little ritual that I put together. I helped my jumper, I've been very good to spiders lately too. And yes, my jumpers. I really like the jumpers. I'm still a little afraid of them, but I do what I gotta do. Okay, so if you are doing this with me, you got your string or your ribbon, a candle to light, which we've already lit one, but we'll light another one. Something that you love that's sacred to you, or even like an amulet. I got this because I just love this and I plan on doing something with it. I think I'm going to turn it into a pendulum at some point. And let's see. Sorry about that. A bowl of water, or a cup of water. And that's all you really need. And you can use a coin, a stone, or a keepsake as well. You don't have to use a crystal. Okay. So, okay. We've already casted our circle, so here we go. You guys have your stuff? Sorry, that was weird. I just trying to give you a few minutes to maybe gather your things. And like I said, you don't need tools. You can go through me. I was just kind of reading ahead. Okay, so tonight we call upon the Spider Woman, the great weaver of creation. She reminds us that every moment, every breath, every thought is a strand in the great web of life. So wherever you are, your living room, your kitchen, your bedroom, maybe you have like a little ritual space. This space will become your sacred space. Now take a deep breath. Release and feel the threads of connection between us. If you have your thread, I want you to hold it in your hands. And you can do this any way you feel called. I'm going to hold mine like this because I don't know how to make spider webs, and you can tie knots. So I'm going to tie knots as I go through in each one. So I'm going to tie knots down it. Does that make sense? So make sure you guys are following me. And while I wait to hear you, you can light your candle as well before we get started. Choose my little cauldron candle, just sage. See if I can bring you guys down a little bit more and still see my face. I don't know if you'll be able to see my altar or not. Did I lose you guys? I think you're still there. Okay. So, if you have your thread, hold it in your hands. And you don't have to have this stuff. Remember, if you don't have a piece of thread, just imagine a shimmering golden strand glowing between your palms. Okay? Now hold your thread like this, and I want you to think of one thing that you wish to bring into your life. It could be peace, strength, happiness, clarity, love, creativity, abundance of wealth. And now what we're going to do as you're thinking of what you want to bring into your life. Okay, thank you, Nikki. I want you to make your knots. I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. And each time I tie my knot, I'm going to be thinking of that same intention. And as you twist and tie, does everybody have their intention? Are you ready? What do you want to bring in your life? Okay. I'm going to tie my first knot. And as I tie my knot, you're going to whisper softly, with Spider Woman's blessing, I weave this intention into being. And again. I'm going to do mine 3 times. That's why I'm doing it a few times. I like it better than 3, you guys know. And again, I'll whisper into it as well, and you're going to whisper into your thread as you're tying the knot. With Spider Woman's blessing, I weave this intention into being. And you know what I'm going to add into it? My breath. And then one more time, grab a hold of that intention. With Spider Woman's blessing, I weave this intention into being. And now I have a cord, if you will, my cord. And remember, if you didn't have the thread, you can always imagine weaving your intentions into that golden sparkly thread. You can always in your mind's eye and visualize it. Okay. Now, this is going to connect you. If you have your candle, I gotta cut mine, sorry, I'm a little flustered here because it's a little bit too long on me. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, if you have your candle, hold the thread near its light. You don't want to hold it in it because, you know, you don't want to burn it. Safety first, guys. Okay. Take a nice deep breath. Hold the thread near the light. And you can imagine your strand glowing brighter and brighter if you do not have your own strand. And if you have water, dip your fingers in it. Sorry about that, I just forgot about the water. So hold your string near the fire, dip your fingers in the water. And let a drop fall onto the thread or onto your palm. I'm going to do mine right on my thread. Grab a little bit more water. Sealing your intention with clarity and emotion. See it shimmer and come alive. I'm kind of putting mine in there like this because I can't get a good drip. Intentions are all that matters. So since I can't get a drip, I'm going to dip back in. I'm going to go back over one more time. Remember, don't catch your string on fire. There. Now your intentions should be sealed in. And I am going to cut mine right here because it is just a little bit too long. Move this just up a little bit. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I'm kind of adding this in here. I'm being told to do certain things, so it's not on what we're going to do, but since I'm being guided to do it, we're going to do it. Now what I want you to do is, if you want to be connected and connect our energies, I want you to hold your cord up to the screen. Ooh. And imagine our energies connecting. And empowering our intentions that we put into our cord. With all of our energies, it will amplify it, it will magnify it. Feel your feet on the floor. Take a good look around your room. This is your space. The same breath that fills your lungs fills mine. The same earth beneath you is beneath us all. The same web that holds you holds us all. Great spider woman. You can take your thread and hold it up to your, like this. Whatever feels right to you. Great spider woman. We thank you for the web that binds us in love and wisdom. May our intentions weave beautifully into the world. And may we remember that every choice we make ripples through the web of life. The circle is open, but the web remains, shining eternal, alive within us. Blessed be. Nui isi trak inusinrua hia kuotoa shinikiwata. Asinruina konoshini kuatia satrue kitu kua. Narakina sitrishina kuatia sitru. That was beautiful. How's everybody feeling? How is everybody? All there with me? There was a lot that came through there. I kind of improvised and listened to what I was guided to do and went off of what I really kind of had. That was very, very... This is maybe the third one that we've done on the 11 goddesses, but this is the one where, man, she's right here and I can feel her. I'm glad you loved it. And that's only happened twice within the 11 times we've done it, but she is very present tonight. She really did, and I didn't expect the light language, and it's almost as if it was her. I can't even speak. It just kind of took over, and she has a lot to say. So don't be surprised if she comes to you in your dreams tonight, because she has a lot to say. She wants me to say more, you know what I mean? Or before falling asleep, let us know what you experienced. Yes, that would be wonderful. I would love that. I'm going to do it tonight too, because clearly she was talking to us. And so when I go to bed tonight, when I'm just starting to fall asleep, I'm going to call on her. And like I said, she said, use whatever resonates with you, whatever name resonates with you. That's what I was seeing, was a golden. Actually, funny enough, the webs that I see are almost iridescent. Not really gold, not really silver. It's like the iridescent when I see her. It's all the colors. It's like beautiful, actually. It really is. And I love how we all see different things. You know what I mean? We see the same, but yet different. Yours might be gold, someone else's might be silver, mine's iridescent. It's just neat, but we're all interconnected. And it's so true. And in life, we all are interconnected. So I feel like this is, it's funny because I'm almost feeling like this is a rosary type thing for me. Does that make any sense? And I'm going to take this and I'm going to sleep with it tonight. I'm going to take it. I'm going to start off holding it. Who the hell knows where it will end up in my bed at night? Or I'm going to put it under my pillow. That's what I'll do, is I'll start out holding it and then I'll kind of stuff it under my pillow since we did this work tonight. Oh, yes, I can see that. So yeah, I would love to know your experiences. Let's close our circle. Ready? Take a nice deep breath in. And release. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Guiding us, being here, protecting us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I like that idea too. I'm definitely going to do that. I love it all. And it's funny because it's just the simplest little piece of thread, but I really feel the power in it. I feel the connectedness with you guys. I feel the intentions that I put into it, and I almost feel like I see it glowing. I do. I see mine glowing. Mine is a violet shimmer, maybe because it's got purple in it. But I'm going to use this tonight. I'm going to put it by my bed. I'm going to sleep with it and then stuff it on my pillow. And then I'm going to call on her when I'm in that almost, is it the theta state? I know the theta state is right before you're waking up, but is it called the same thing when you're about to fall asleep? Because that's another thing that we need to talk about, is because it really works. Your theta state, telling yourself how your day is going to be, and then going back to sleep, and you wake up and it's wild. It's pretty cool how good it works. But yeah, thank you for joining me tonight. Let's blow out our candles. We are not going to snuff out our candles because we are in retrograde. I should probably make a post about this. During retrograde, we would like to blow out our candles and let the air carry it. Carry our intentions into the wind. And I will write a whole post on that because it's too long to go into to let you know why. I will definitely go on right after this, and I'll write a little thing up to let everybody know why not to snuff your candles out during retrograde. Instead, we are going to blow and release to the wind. Thank you, with gratitude, love, and light, and shadow. Okay, so it's both. That, yeah. So that's a whole nother rabbit hole. The whole theta state, planning out your day to be good, is just crazy. The rabbit holes we could go down, Nikki. I'm excited about tomorrow morning. I cannot wait to get together and have coffee talk. I might have to push it back to 11:30 because I have my doctor's appointment to go over my stuff that I got the blood test for, the B levels and the D levels and all that. So I may have to push it, but I'll let you know. Thank you for everybody for coming, and replay viewers. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.